Hey everybody, it's Eduardo here with your DraftStream game review and talent pool preview. And guess what? I won! Yes! All hail me. A last minute come from behind victory. Possibly a controversial ending, but kept Jaybird out of the top spot, which is all we really care about because, damn it, hashtag America. I did it for the United States, damn it. Actually, Jaybird, he held the lead through Sunday updates, but one little change, one little update proved to be all the difference, and it was Madagascar, Madagascara, the documentary on Madagascar women, which lodged an 8.0 IMDb user score to complete my comeback victory. Look at that. It jumped from 78.5 each to 90.50. That was what did it. But wait, Eduardo, I don't see a score. And you know what? I didn't either. But when I went to look up the movie on Google User, it had an 8 out of 10 on IMDb. What's going on? So I did a little detective work, and this is what I found. Under More, when you click User Ratings, User Reviews, and there it is! The one review that proved to be all the difference. Usually, this is the first time in DraftStream history it's come down to one review on IMDb. Usually they're good about aggregating multiple people, but apparently only one person, wasn't me, was not me. I'm not Ferguson-6. I did not rate this. But the power of one review. All the difference. I couldn't be happier right now. We kept Jaybird out of the top spot. Now, of course, because the $50 prize pool is split 35-15 to the top two non-Cinema Draft affiliated players, Jaybird in second place gets the $35 bonus. Congratulations, Jaybird. See your call sheet. And he had no Madagascar. He had Headliner Stack Living to Love, 6-pack of Athlete A, and a Headliner Stack of Adventure Time Distant Lands. Ooh, and it took damn near a perfect call sheet to beat Jaybird. He had 1403.92. I had 1409.24, and the perfect call sheet 1411.97. So I was 2 points off the perfect call sheet, in which it looks like I had maybe one. Yeah, I had two. I had the Headliner Stack of A Regular Woman versus the perfect call sheet. Only went with one, with exposure to Madagascar, 6-pack of Athlete A, and then a Headliner Stack from Adventure Time. So somehow I totally missed Adventure Time, but got that close to a perfect call sheet. Alright, so... And then in third place, winning that second place money, Ring Balls, just a little over 2 points behind Jaybird. And he also had exposure to Madagascar. Well done. Headliner Stack of Living to Love, which he shared with Jaybird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, similarly, a 6-pack of Athlete A, and then a Regular Woman Headliner. And as you notice, this week's perfect call sheet had a 6-3-1 Headliner co-star to Day Player Construction, rapidly becoming a pretty popular perfect call sheet construction. On the low end, Ring Balls double dipping, doubling his pleasure. He won the low ball as predicted after pretty much our first update. Super low, 779.78, about 12 points off the pace from the perfect lowball call sheet. 3-pack of Irresistible. A pretty hefty chunk of Midway to Love, a 6-stack, and then My Spy. Quick look at the lowball perfect call sheet. Oh, okay. The Summerdahl Murders had the 1 rating on IMDb, and that was it. Acorn TV, as we know, can be a little risky. It seems like no one's really actively watching, or at least no one's really actively reviewing their shows. So keep that in mind if we have further Acorn TV entries. 6-stack of Midway to Love and a day player stack of Irresistible. What else is of note? Looks like Ringballs is competing with himself a little bit here. Let's take a look at the God of Cheese. His highest performing call sheet, 1359. It's about 60 points off. Not bad. This is a pretty good construction. You just needed more Athlete A. The 4-pack is solid. The optimal stack right here, the optimal mini stack, is good. Exposure to Regular Woman, I like. Madagascar, nice. He just needed probably more Madagascar. Well, actually, yeah, he could have afforded more Madagascar. Probably would have bumped him up a little bit more. Good looking call sheet, TGOC. Gamble 24x7, last week's champion. Sees his little mini run over this week, landing in 9th place. So, solid top up here. Needed more Athlete A, but the 4-pack of the Audition just didn't quite pay off. And actually, I know I talk about value a lot. And if you go historically through the master score list, and actually, you know what? That's my bad. I need to update it with the latest results. I will do that before publishing this video. But basically, your average score, 80.75, before any of the bonuses, is essentially this is your average score, right? And so basically, that's 8.1 points per $1,000 spent. That's what it breaks down to. And so basically, if you're getting at least 8.1 points per 1,000, that is what we call value. That's basically your break-even value. So if you're getting more points for your money, then you're getting more value. If you're getting less points, if it costs you more to get points than 8.1 per 1,000, then that is above that's above value. So you want to be below value. You want to get more value for your buck. All right. So that'll come into play as we look at some of these. Oh, almost gave it away. As we look at some of these upcoming titles. And as you can see, our points per 1,000 here. Now, lowball, obviously, and obviously that 8.1 is just your basic total score before the enhancements. Almost by definition, you have to have at least one headliner, co-star, or day player for your value. So actually, you know what? Now I think about it, maybe I should redefine what we consider is value. Maybe it should be... Yeah, maybe it should be this, 9.7. Because basically the co-star is right in between as far as bonus points, the day player score and the headliner score. So yeah, sorry, so scrap that. So value, mentally, as we're moving forward and learning and adapting to this game, will be anything above or below 9.7 points per 1,000, all right? All the business. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Okay. So 9.7 is kind of like is going to be a break-even point for getting value on your call sheet. And pretty much everyone here does that, which looks good, but it's all about individually. So, for example, actually let's look at a call sheet. Let's look at my call sheet for. So in this case, 145.39 and divide it by 20.6 getting all those zeros. And here getting 7.06 points per thousand. So not great value, but still one of the higher scoring titles on the weekend. But then, an example of great value is Athlete A, 163.66 divided by 8.7. And now you're getting 18.81 points per thousand. That, my friends, excellent value. So just keep that in mind as we're constructing our call sheets. Especially some players like my mom, the draft mom, who once again struggled this week in the bottom half, ended up in 12th. See what Brown Baby went wrong. And she put her faith too much in Ella Fitzgerald. She likes Ella Fitzgerald. Not enough people apparently like Ella Fitzgerald. Only an 84.80 score, and so in this case, in looking at value, like her headliner, 118.72 divided by, let's just go 11, and 10.79 points, which actually is I guess it's above value. If 9.7 is our target, it's technically above value. But didn't give her enough values. Look at that. I mean, once again, Athlete A is giving you 18 points per thousand. Even Esme and Roy, 124.74. Actually, that one probably has less value because more expensive and just marginally better. Yeah, 10.14. So to win this game, and as we look at the value column over here, to win this game, to be in the ball game for you needed at least 14 points per $1,000 spent, and that's actually fairly consistent. Between 13, 14 points each week's winner. You can check it out through the master score list, or actually you can check it out in our scoring tab and see previous winners. Oh, 12. That was a down week. Or even last week's 15 points per thousand. Look at that value. All right, so we are value hunters, bargain hunters. Keep that in mind as we move forward, and let's move forward. Damn it, let's move forward to this week's talent pool. Only 13 titles. It is a holiday weekend. 4th of July looks like Saturday. Considering most of us are still supposed to be on some sort of lockdown or quarantine, you think there'd be more original programming out there. Maybe the well is starting to run dry for some of these platforms. I don't know. But not Netflix. They keep pumping. Babysitter's Club, Ju-On Origins, Desperados, and Warrior Nun. So this week, obviously, we're starting at the top, and it's Hamilton. And behold, our most expensive title yet. $27,700 eclipses the $27,600 of Space Force, the big turd that was Space Force about a month ago. Now, I mean, this is as sure a thing as we've probably had in the game. I honestly probably could have priced it up to $30,000 and been comfortable with it. This could shatter our record for the highest scoring title of all time, which right now is The Last Dance, 124.15, 194.91, 9.7. I mean, everyone loves Hamilton. I haven't seen Hamilton. I think I listened to the soundtrack. It's awesome. There's no way this thing fails. So I'm actually cutting you guys a break. Even though you're not going to get great value out of this, I mean, you're gonna need it. I mean, a perfect score in this game is 130 points in the total score right here. So a perfect score. So if it got a 130, I wouldn't be surprised. And at 130 divided by 27.7, well, not great value. Let's put it that way. 4.7 points per thousand, but you're gonna need those points. I mean, and that's what's gonna be. That's gonna factor into our decision making this week when it comes to Hamilton. How much Hamilton is too much Hamilton? Well, obviously, you can probably only afford 2 of Hamilton, and your best constructions are probably going to lie with a headliner and a co-star, maybe, to get the most bang for your buck. Expect at least... I'd be shocked if this thing came in at under 120 points, which is a high bar, I know. I might even be steering you wrong, but... starting at 120 points, you're going to need at least exposure to a headliner, if not both a headliner and a co-star. And then where's the value going to come from after that? Well, what else do we got? I don't know. Desperados? No real info on it. No real intel. Maybe now that we know to dive deeper, we can see are there any user ratings that have yet to register? Any user reviews? No. The Desperados has a likable cast: Nassim Pedrad, Robbie Amell, Heather Graham, Anna Camp, Lamorne Morris. I can see this one flying under the radar and being a bit of a hit, kind of like Eurovision Song Contest, the story of Fire Saga. Great time watching that over the weekend. So you might get some value there. It's definitely cheap enough. It's got nothing but upside. Elliot Erwitt, I don't know. This one seems really insular. It's about the life of a photographer. A guy who's like really quiet, so he takes a lot of pictures. Oh, actually we already have a 6.8. All right, never mind. So a 6.8 to start is not bad. John Lewis, Good Trouble. I don't know if there's a ton of value to be mined here, because I'd like to think I priced this one appropriately. But it's a documentary, video on demand. John Lewis, civil rights legend. So it'll definitely get some track. Oh, and it's already got a 5.7. All right. But expect that number to go higher as more people get exposed to it over the weekend. Metamorphosis. This is from Shudder, which is an online streaming service for horror movies. Korean horror, foreign horror, okay. So 5.4, not great, not terrible. Babysitter's Club. Let's keep an eye on this one. This is Netflix, based off of a pretty musty property back when Alicia Silverstone was hot, back in the career-wise. I mean, she still looks great. Back in the 90s, I believe, she starred in the Babysitter's Club movie. And something like this, families, you're trapping your family over the weekend, during the holiday weekend, it could do something. Outside of Alicia Silverstone and Mark Feuerstein, no real names here, but it seems like it could be a bit of a low-key family pleaser. And Warrior Nun. Okay, this is where you get your value, everybody. Warrior Nun is probably where it's at. Early reviews are starting to trickle in. I don't think they've registered here yet. A young woman wakes up with a divine artifact in her back and gets caught in a war between the forces of heaven and hell. Very high concept. Should appeal to Gen Z and the millennials. I think I saw the trailer. It's got some action. I can't quite tell you what it's about outside of what I just read to you. But I just have a sneaking suspicion this could be our value center right here. So something like this could easily go for 96, 98 points. Which, in that case, would give you over 10 points per thousand in value. All right. So there you have it. This is the new talent pool. Good luck, everyone, this week. Thank you for playing last week. As usual, our call sheets are due Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Just follow the rules on the game and how to share them with me. Your guide video, your quick start video, if you need it, on how to play lowball, and also how to do the DraftStream game overall. I appreciate your time and your support. Once again, a $50 prize pool, $35 to first, $15 to second, with a $10 lowball bonus to the top three. Sorry, to the 35 and the 15 are the top two non-Cinema Draft affiliated winners. Anyone can win the low ball. If I end up winning the low ball one week, I just roll the $10 over into next week's prize pool. Thanks everybody for playing and for watching. We'll be back on Thursday, post-lock, sometime around 8 or 9 p.m. Pacific time, after lock at 6 p.m. Pacific time, with the weekend preview. Thanks for playing, everybody.